Check, check, check. All right. I'd like to start off by thanking all my opening acts tonight. That was pretty good for a bunch of first-timers. Charlie. I'll tell you what, if I could be half as sexy and cool as that Chase Nebel, life would have been so much fucking different. But here's my chance, I'm gonna give it a try right now. Put a candle in the window, whoa, 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 whoa. Right? That guy's something else, I'll tell you what. So, I was warned about 45 minutes ago that there's to be no racism or homophobia. And I said, who do you think I am? With racism and homophobia, nobody wins. It's just important that everybody participates. So, no, that's not who I am. As many of you know, I grew up here in Malawi County, moved away for a baker's dozen years, and recently returned, and I celebrate the diversity that I see going on here. I love it. We have a chain of Mexican restaurants in this county. It's wonderful. When I was growing up, we had Mexican food at the Wallowa Valley Mall. There's a mall here. Do any of you know that there was a mall here? You'd cruise into Enterprise on the 82, take the courthouse exit, loop around on 64B, hope you could find a parking space. You'd hit the Wallowa Valley Mall. So the first thing you do, stop into Sanita's Cafe Ole for a Mexican treat for sure. A Mexican-American treat. And by the time your belly was full, you hit the highlight. And that, of course, was family, pizza, video, and spas. I mean, those guys had it worked out, right? You cook a pizza, pop in a video, spend some time in the spa, and then, you know. But some of you might remember that family, pizza, video, and spas had a little something extra. A beaded room, right? They did. There was porn here in Malawi County. And at the age of 12, I'd go in with the family after a delicious Mexican-American meal, and I'd quickly pick out Top Gun for the 23rd time and give the tag to my dad, and then I'd go pick out that spa that was right closest to the beaded room. I'd stick my hand in there and try to look inconspicuous. And look over. Oh my God. Travis's dad is in there again. And he's shopping the bottom row. Yeah. Come on, Travis's dad. Really? Buckman 7? That means he saw 1 through 6 already? That's pathetic. So I hear the Baptists bought up all the porn at one point, and it went away. But you know what they did? These family pizza and video places that we got, you know, on every corner in this community, they found a solution: ice cream. They replaced it with ice cream. And no more porn, but now ice cream. But for me, it's just as good. Yeah. You'll see me right outside of one of those places about 4 p.m. on a really sunny, hot day in the summer, watching a Wallowa County MILF come out of there just working that cone. It is great. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Speaking of Loudoun County MILFs, speaking of them, my boss's wife, Leah. Yeah, right? She and her husband, they just returned on a trip to Thailand. Wonderful trip. Nothing bad goes on there for sure. And before he left, James says to me, he says, "Hey, can I get you anything while I'm over there?" And of course, right away I knew what I wanted. But I waited a little bit. I was a little bit embarrassed, and toward the end of the day, right before he left, actually, I said, "Hey, James, if you could get me some of those ED pills, that would be wonderful." You know?
Yeah, I'm with ED.
Yeah. And so sure enough, he comes back a month later. It was a long, long wait for those little blue friends. And he's back now, and sure enough, he showed up. He's a man of his word. Showed up with a pile of pills. And I took a day or two before I worked up the gumption to take them. But now I've been taking them. I take them alone. I take them with other people. And ladies, if you can handle the fact that my explosive diarrhea is still not cured, I am something special. Yeah. But man, those drugs will get you. Do me a favor, let's have a little audience participation. Can everybody raise their hands for me? Just raise it up in the air. How many here have been to rehab? Oh, great, I'm not alone. Great, yeah, 10 years ago. How many have been to rehab for weed? Raise your hands. Just runs in the Joe Hart family, I guess. Yeah, 10 years ago, I went to rehab. It was a little over 10 years ago. I went to rehab for weed. And, you know, I didn't drink, no drinking, just weed. My old lady, who's now my old lady, she said she'd had enough and it was time to send me away. She said, you know, when the neighbors come home, they think that you've just elected a pope every day because there's white smoke pouring out the garage door there. So I went off to rehab, and you know where they send you for rehab for weed? They send you to Eugene. That's a perfect spot, right? Yeah, that's smart. So, but let me tell you, going to rehab for weed, it's, first of course you go into detox. It's like a mandatory thing with any rehab. And the detox people were like, dude, we've never had anyone here for just weed. So I'm just sitting there in a hospital bed all day and they don't give you anything. You're just sitting there laying, and I'm just, once in a while I take a walk and look at the other people, the other poor souls just flopping around and puking and heaving. And me, I'm just sitting there just waiting. Exactly. Yeah. And, but it is, in one way, it's a little bit of a bash to your self-esteem, because compared to like going to prison, you go to prison, first thing they ask you, what are you in for, right? When you go to rehab for weed, it's like going to prison and saying, what are you in for? And you have to say, ripping the warning tags off of mattresses. Yeah, it's kind of like that. But on the other hand, it's really good for your self-esteem, because you get into that group circle, everyone tells their story, and the first guy's like, I suck dick for crack. The next guy's like, I was trusted to watch my baby and I left her in the bathtub for 4 hours. And they get to me and I'm like, I watched a lot of cartoons. Yeah. That's how it went. True story. True story. I'm a survivor of rehab for weed. Kind of. Because My scheduled stay was for 30 days, but I went ahead and paroled myself after about 30 hours back out onto the streets of Eugene. And never touched the stuff since. Thank you everybody for being here. Remember to tip your waitresses, that's all I've got. I appreciate it.